I just want to show you one thing, just one thing that will make you succeed every time when you try this recipe.
To scare a vegetarian because it's so realistic.
Thanks once again for popping in my channel, and today we are making vegan beef ribs. Oh, would you like to call it plant-based beef ribs? Okay, so let's quickly go through these ingredients before we share that most important thing. That was 400 grams of chickpeas, 15 ml of apple cider vinegar, 4 drops of liquid smoke, 65 ml of low sodium soy sauce, 5 grams of mayonnaise, 10 grams of black strip molasses, and of course 75 grams of vegetable stock, and just 1 tablespoon of spice on it, right? Which is basically a bit of black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a bit of MSG. And now let us just blend. And lastly, add 40 ml of olive oil. And please guys, remember that oil or fats also work as binders. They're gonna help your vegan meat alternative to come together. If you have excess liquid, squeeze it off. You don't want any liquid in this thing. Look at that, that's how you want it. And also you have to make sure that it rests for at least an hour. Even on my side, sometimes I go as far as 2 hours, even overnight, because the more you rest it, the more you activate your gluten, and the best texture you're gonna get, right? So obviously you need now to cut it into proportional sizes. This is your fake bones. I got them from a company called Whole Bone, and I'll leave the link in the description. I really enjoy to work with these. Been using them for a while now, and that's why you'll see that they already have tested fire there. Okay, make sure you tighten. You make sure it's tight. The tighter it is, the better texture you're gonna get. But look at that. Look at that. I know it doesn't look really appetizing at this point. But don't worry, you are on our way. We are on our way. You're gonna love it at the end of this video. Okay, so before I share the most important thing in this recipe, can you see how flexible this dough is? Can you see the power of letting it rest? The more, I don't know how much I can stress how important it is to let your dough rest. Because when you look at that, look at how flexible this thing is. And that's how you want it. That's exactly how you want it, right? Anyway, I know there's a bit of gaps there and there, but it's all gonna come together. This is a bit of fat. I mean, you can skip that if you want. Well, I wanted mine to look as authentic as possible. So the recipe for this fat is in the description. And here, this is a plain dough, which I did not use any coffee powder or any cocoa powder. It is just a plain dough, right? Plain dough. But also, the links will all be in the description. There is nothing that I love more than using cabbage leaves for my stuff. Cabbage leaves. You will see. Now you really need to watch closely, because this is where that one most important thing comes to play. This is it, guys. This is where there is a do or die of this recipe. If you have worked with Seitan before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is it. Right there in the oven, in terms of your temperature, in terms of what you use to wrap your dough up. This is it. I will show you something now. Wait before I tell you exactly what it is, but just look at this. Just look at it. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. Look. Can you notice something? Is there anything that you notice that maybe all along you have been doing it wrong? Can you comment? Can you just go on the comment section and tell me what you see that might be different, that you might be doing it differently? This is when we smoke it. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. As I said, look at the texture. Can you see the texture? Look at the texture. Now guys, the most important thing, right, is of course your temperature in the oven. Here I used 100 degrees Celsius with a steam on. I had to use the steam. So the other thing, when you use leaves, I mean, you can have access to your banana leaves, which I also love very much, but in this case I use cabbage leaves because I have, limited unlimited access to cabbage leaves. I can get them at any given time, if you know what I mean. Unlike the banana leaves, I'm not able to get that in any given time. But look at that now. So what happens when you use leaves is that leaves, they absorb the moist, right? The liquids, they absorb it, and they also help you in terms of temperature, because you don't want your dough to overheat in any way. You don't want, because you don't want to overcook it. You want it to cook very, very, very slow. And that's where the secret is. You want it to cook. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look good? Please let me know down below in the comment section, which one of my recipes are you looking forward? Are you most looking forward to see in the book when it comes out? I will really appreciate it. If there was any value, please don't forget to subscribe and to hit that notification button, so when I post next time, you're the first one to see juicy stuff like this. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who have ever supported me on my Patreon account. I wouldn't have done it without you guys. All the recipes that I do, all the ingredients that I buy because of the overwhelming support from you guys. And if you do want to join the Chef TJ squad, the link to the Patreon account is on the description.
The texture is like meat, man. It's phenomenal, fantastic. That's what I say. Your presentation is phenomenal. The manner in which you presented the meat, it will scare a vegetarian because it's so realistic the way you presented this vegetarian.
Let's meet on the video right here on the screen.